great. Ho fatto una scorreggia. It's not true though. It was my paint thing. My tube just did not sound good. This painting, my goal is to get an olive tree going and to have 7 different branches. And to be between stones. We have, and where I got the idea is, my husband was very impressed by 2 big stone boulders that a tree was coming out of it. It kind of split the boulder and it had a tree coming out of it. And he was very impressed by that. We had that at the ranch. And so I kind of got that idea, something that he liked, and plus an olive tree, because it's going to be a dedication to him. And the people that they're going to want to use it, they're going to make it, they're going to enlarge it, they told me. But they want to have a painting from me for that occasion. They're going to enlarge it and they're going to make it into a metal piece. And they wanted to put on each branch our kids' names. So I'm kind of excited doing it. Before he died, he told me to keep on painting. So that was his wish for me. That's what I'm doing. So also all my artwork since he passed, they'll have a hidden heart in it, in memories of him. I remember him taking me to see it, and he goes, "Look how amazing, honey, you know, how the tree comes right between. It split. I mean, I'm talking about huge boulders." Usually start from the sky, the furthest thing my eye sees, right, in an art. Then the next thing next to the sky, what would you see? Is the mountains. And then next is the ground that you see, the fields or whatever. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do little flowers on the fields, or I'm just gonna make it look, I still have a lot of work to do. I'm still gonna do more rocks here, and I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. And then of course, then all the branches needs lighting. You're gonna have to take a section. Where do you think the lighting is coming from? So where the lighting is coming from in your mind, let's say the sun is this way. So this way, I always paint that side lighter. When I do my detail, it's gonna be lighter, so it looks lighter. And as you go this way, it's gonna be darker. Same thing with the rocks, with the, boulders, whatever I'm gonna do there. So the whole painting is like that. But like I said, I'm self-taught. That's what works for me. And that's how I do my painting. Because could you imagine, you do the tree first with all the leaves? How are you going to get back there to do all the detail, all the sky? You can't. I mean, you mess it up. So in my mind, I always paint what's the furthest, which is usually the sky. That's the background of it. See, I have an olive tree there, so I was trying to copy the color scheme of the trunk of the olive tree. All this I have to do. It's kind of like a grayish tan color, and it's very rough when you look at it. See, I took a picture of it. I could paint all day if I didn't have nothing else to do. It's very, very relaxing. So healthy for the mind. Do you see already how this is getting light? The light coming. One thing about art, you just never You always feel like you could do more, more and more. But then the more you do, sometimes you mess it up. There's a time you just have to say stop. And I think this is a time for me. Stop. Don't touch it anymore. So, this is the final piece. Each leaf was done individual with a brush. Every little leaf. So it took time, but it's done. I start from early morning until it gets pretty much dark. So I've done many days. Been waiting for the last 3 years since my husband passed, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. I'm gonna cry. How pretty is that? Every person might be a little different, but I think at the end of the day, the bottom line, it's pretty much the same feeling. And it's different grief for losing parents, different grief for losing a child, different grief for losing a husband, because I lost my parents. Of course, I was sad and I cried a lot. Losing my father-in-law, which he lived with me for 24 years. I took care of him with Alzheimer for about 8-9 years until he passed. I took care of him, and that was very sad because I lived with him since I was 17. But losing my husband is very different. He was your friend, your soulmate, the father of your kids. I shared 44 years with him. Actually, almost 45 since we were dating and got married. And I guess he thought 17 I was all grown up. I have to laugh at it now, but I was always more mature for my age, I think. I was the youngest. I always had older siblings, and I always loved hanging out with older people and learning from them. And yeah, it makes a difference. Yeah. And I always wanted to be very young, have a lot of kids, and God blessed me with that. I thank God for that. That was a blessing. So, yeah. It's a beautiful life, but there's a lot of pain. Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, if it wasn't for God, it's so hard to make through certain things. I thank God for there's always that joy of the Lord, which is different than happiness that you have on a daily basis. That joy is always there, even when you're sad. You know, there's always someone to lean on and to give you strength and to go on in life. I don't know how people make it without God in their life. I don't understand it. It's hard with that. I can't even imagine without it, what it would be like. And you just have to lean on Him. He knows He has a purpose. I still don't know what's my purpose, but I guess I will find out sooner or later. I don't know. His timing, my timing is very different. And don't know. We'll see. It has opened up, for me, it has opened up this new, I was page in my life, or whatever you want to call it. You know, I would have never thought I would do this, but I do enjoy it. I always loved cooking. I always loved having company. I've always entertained since I've been married. We entertained a lot. And yeah, and then looking back, I could see that was probably always part of maybe this fulfillment that was getting me ready for it, you know. I don't know, but only time will show. Don't know. As of now, I enjoy it. So I enjoy sharing whatever gift God has given me, share with others, and if I can help anybody, it's worth every bit of it. It's work, but it's worth it. So, yeah, that's it.